This video will cover how Isbister discusses the effect of social play and strategy in fulfilling social needs and problem-solving as teams. I will be supporting Isbister's argument by talking about my own gameplay of Baldur's Gate 3 in multiplayer with a very good friend of mine. As discussed in previous labs, Baldur's Gate 3 is a video game heavily based on Dungeons & Dragons, where there is turn-based fighting as shown later in this video. You can play solo or with friends, and I have spent an equal amount of time playing single-player and multiplayer. I much prefer multiplayer for a lot of the same reasons as Isbister mentions in her writing. In Baldur's Gate 3, during a multiplayer session, dialogue can be private or public, the default option being public for most cases. Because of this, everyone in your party can pick an option that they would like to say to an NPC or think would be the best option for the current situation. Whoever started the conversation, however, has the final say. The reaction of the NPC highly depends on what you choose. This creates, quote, in-game actions that have real consequences for one another's moment-to-moment experience, as well as consequences for one another's in-game virtual bodies and selves, end quote. When playing multiplayer, I felt directly responsible for the enjoyment of both my own and my friend's gameplay. If one of us did not enjoy how the outcome of our actions panned out, my friend would reload again and we would try again. In solo play, one plays all 4 characters in your party, which increases the amount of time it takes to strategize how you would like a fight to play out. In multiplayer, 2 players can choose an NPC that they can control on top of their own player character. The player characters can possibly play at the same time depending on what order they are in the initiative lineup that can be seen at the top of the video, as well as their chosen NPC party member. This creates what Isbister describes as, quote, opportunities for coordinated action, like asking them to lift and carry boards together, leads to greater feelings of connectedness, mutual liking, and rapport, end quote. Playing video games together has been our main form of socializing together since the pandemic had shut down our high school during our junior year. It has most certainly fulfilled my social needs, and I have cherished every moment as if I were seeing them in person again. Creating those moments makes overcoming challenges and fights have a greater sense of satisfaction and overall enjoyment of the game. I get to create not only connections with NPCs that have strong emotional effects, but also rekindle an old friendship filled with joy, chaos, and amusement. As put by Isbister, quote, there is something deeply satisfying and bonding about overcoming a challenging mental and physical situation with someone else, especially if it requires close coordination, end quote. Baldur's Gate 3 requires much coordination between player and non-player characters, but strategizing with a friend can make the process much more efficient and entertaining. In conclusion, Baldur's Gate 3 can not only be played faster with a friend, but can also create a lovely bonding experience for everyone involved. I am out of time, but please enjoy this bonus clip. We haven't stumbled upon the Grimforge yet, so technically the near mission isn't active.
Perfect.
So maybe he'll still be alive after this fight. You know... That was so immediate.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen you hit reload so fast.